So let's go over all 5. So at least you can have a little more understanding of them. First one is solid reputation. What's the reputation you're creating? So someone with influence, if they have a really good reputation, that creates opportunities for influence. Because they're reputable, they're credible, they're respected and trustworthy. That means people are coming to them, relying on them, and those become moments of influence. So think about someone in your mind that you feel has a solid reputation in your company. They're credible, respected, and trustworthy. Think of someone that comes to mind. See how solid reputation ties in influence. Now for yourself, one thing you can do right now, it's a real simple exercise, and we'll do it for all 5 traits, is from 1 to 10. How well do you do this trait in your organization? 10 being incredibly well. 1 being, I got some work to do. How well do you do this, 1 to 10? So just think about that. Jot the number down. Think about it in your head. So you can assess all 5 of these traits and say, which one do I need to really improve on, and which one is my strength and I can even make it better. But it allows you to assess that. And also, you can then think about what ways can I enhance my reputation in the organization. Ask yourself that question. Write that down. Dive more deeply into it. In what ways is my reputation undermining my success, possibly? So you can look at both things, both elements. The next one is enhanced skill set. How many of you think that's me? Okay. I tried. Authoritative, competent, accomplished. Again, think of someone that comes to mind who you feel has an enhanced skill set in the organization. Sometimes it's people in IT and engineers. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's someone, they have a lot of knowledge. And then what happens is people come to you for that knowledge. They come to you for your competence, for your expertise. And when they do, you have more influence because they rely on your knowledge capital. So you have to recognize, how well is my enhanced skill set? If it's somewhat weak, then it's something you want to improve upon. If it's a really strong strength, you got to recognize, well, then how am I doing on these other traits? So again, 1 to 10, rate yourself. How well do you feel you do this trait? What ways can I improve on this trait? Third one, executive presence. This is about being a leader, confident, assertive, powerful. Superior likability. You're likable, you're personable, you're charismatic, you're motivating, you're optimistic. So the thing we realize about this is some people can be likable, some not, but the truth is, how can you be more likable? How can you understand a little more about who people are and get to know them and listen well? But just think, wow, likability, is that really that important? Well, if you want to have influence in the company, it helps to be likable. Now, I know there's many famous CEOs out there and famous executives who maybe aren't so nice and they still got things done. But you got to remember, they had those other traits off the chart. And just because they're CEOs and they get the work done and they're able to produce incredible products, let's say, they get, a free pass. But not for you. So what you want to do is think about, how can I work this trait? Am I likable? I get clients who see people, human beings, as commodities. And they're all about results. And so there's a lack of likability completely. Those can be engineers often. And I shouldn't say that because I just offended all the engineers in the room. But I apologize if I did. But I'm just saying generally where it's not that component in their mind, they don't think as much that way. And so, but anyone, this can happen where the likability piece, you're just about results. That's all I care about. I'm demanding, I'm difficult, I ask a lot of my people. And you don't realize, what's the impact this is having on them? And could I have a nicer way of doing it? And could I build a better rapport and a connection? That's a piece of likability. So you can look, 1 to 10, how well do I do likability as a trait? And the last one, power to persuade. It's about being persuasive, collaborative, building consensus, alliances in the organization. So you can think about this one, and how can I be more influential when it comes to my ability to power to persuade people towards what I'm trying to accomplish and the impact I'm trying to have? How do I bring people towards my side and understand my perspective and educate people for the importance of why something needs to be done?